Coming up on Mountain News this morning, after last weekend's deadly tornadoes, a man is sifting through what's left of his childhood home, holding to the memories of someone dear. And tomorrow is another chance to make a difference as two men come together in Pulaski County for a tornado relief concert.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and a happy Monday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this May 26th. We are just about at 6:30 this morning. And Megan, it's been a cold couple of days, which I know we've been reading some stories this morning about the heat in Texas. It's opposite here.
Yeah, it is opposite, and it's kind of a weird start to your week as we'll see even cooler temperatures tomorrow, but then we warm right back up again to about what we're seeing right now. Still not back up to those normal temperatures until we go into June. But for today, here's what you need to know. Current temperatures sitting in the 50s across the region, 57 in Monticello, 50 in Wise. And as you travel towards Jackson, 54. High temperatures of the day sitting in the 70s, a little bit cooler as you travel towards Wise, 64, 66 in Clintwood. And then the opposite end, a little bit warmer as you're traveling towards Somerset and Manchester, 77 degrees. Seeing a little bit of rain still out there this morning, but will clear out over the next couple hours. Not going to see those rain chances returning until tonight. Amelia.
Recovery efforts continue after the deadly storm in Pulaski County. Maggie Rickerby talks to some tornado survivors more than 1 week later.
The members of the church, we're the church, not the building.
In Pulaski County, Emergency Management Director Chris Mason says over 200 buildings were damaged by the tornado Friday night.
We're going to be in this fight for the next 3 to 6 months, maybe even to the next year.
Mason wants victims to know,
whether it's 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, we want to make sure they know they're being looked after.
As Pulaski County continues to rebuild, members of Redeemer Lutheran Church say they are not giving up hope.
We'll get through this. We'll make it. We have to.
Pastor Doug Couch tells us a lot of progress has been made on the church rebuild since Saturday, but he says it could take close to 1 year to return to normal operations.
We've been here almost 60 years, and very rarely have we not been able to have services, maybe a snow day.
Now they're relocating to Pulaski Funeral Home for services for the time being. Despite the destruction, Pastor Couch is keeping high spirits.
We want folks to know in our community in Laurel County, we're hurting, but we hurt with you. We're here with you. We're in solidarity with you.
For many in Pulaski County, an exact plan for the future is unknown. But Pastor Couch offers this advice to folks struggling.
Lean upon strength that's greater than yourself.
In Pulaski County, Maggie Rickerby, WKYT.
Mason says the Emergency Operations Center was open during Memorial Day weekend. He also says anyone who needs resources can go to the Center for Rural Development. Details can be found on the Pulaski County Emergency Management Facebook page. A man who lived through the 2012 East Bernstadt tornado in Laurel County also survived this one, but this time it destroyed his childhood home. Edward Hughes lived in this home when he was in high school. He moved back in years later when his mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Now he's trying to go through the home and pick out things that remind him of her.
A lot more could have been packed out of here if I hadn't had to stop every 5 minutes and say, no, I don't need any food. That tells you that's how willing they are to help.
Hughes says the support from the community has been significant and it's restored his faith in humanity. An Ohio church is helping people affected by the deadly tornado in London by collecting donations. The inside of Full Gospel Church in Hamilton, Ohio is jam-packed with donations for people who lost everything. Ashley Leddington is with the church. She says her family felt called to help because of her personal connection to the area.
Well, my grandfather, the founder of the church, the Full Gospel Church, he was originally from London, Kentucky. So it's near and dear to our hearts, so we want to go down there and try to help out as best as we can.
Ashley says seeing the destruction on the news and social media made those with the church want to help even more. She says the bags of clothing will go to the Goodwill in London because Goodwill is giving out vouchers for people affected by the tornado. A Lexington church teaming up with a Laurel County church for tornado relief efforts. Northeast Christian Church of Lexington says the First Baptist Church of East Bernstadt is looking for specific items to be donated. The items include sunscreen, sleeping bags, work gloves, blankets, and more. Folks can drop these items off on Sunday in the lobby at the Northeast Christian Church of Lexington. An Eastern Kentucky duo is putting on a tornado relief concert in Pulaski County tomorrow. Nick Jamerson and Chris Bentley are lifelong friends who've been playing music for more than a decade now as Sunday Best, growing a following and using their sound known so oftentimes to give back when disaster strikes.
I think with our platform, that's one of the greatest opportunities we could have, is to help the area or the community and the people move forward.
Sunday Best will headline the 606 Strong Tornado Relief Benefit Concert. Several artists from London and Somerset will also be there. The event, it's happening tomorrow at the Virginia in Somerset. Starts at 7, and you can buy tickets online at thevirginiaky.com. Well, it's been nearly a year since an EF3 tornado tore through Dawson Springs in Hopkins County. One man who works with an organization dedicated to rebuilding homes after natural disasters has helped with building 14 homes. What many don't know, though, is that Joe Plunkett lost his home in the 2024 tornado, and his family has been living in a camper ever since. Through private fundraising, the Fuller Center decided to build a home for his family.
The first time I got to meet my boss, I brought him through and gave him the whole spiel, my story, and we looked at homes that we'd been building for other people, and he was blown away. And he said, "What?" He said, "You work for Fuller," and he said, "You're building homes for everybody else, and you don't have one to live in." The good Lord does provide when it's time.
Construction on the house started 24 days ago, and last night, Joe and his family spent the night in the house for the first time. Hundreds of thousands of Kentucky kids will have access to healthy meals this summer. Governor Andy Beshear announced that 450,000 students were approved for the summer EBT program. Each student will get $120 to spend on food throughout the summer. Anyone on SNAP or similar benefits is automatically enrolled. Online enrollment is open until August 15th. Hazard Community and Technical College and Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky announced their new Brittany Kelly Moore Memorial Scholarship. An endowment provided by PCEC funds the scholarship which will be awarded to students who demonstrate the potential for achieving academic excellence and have unmet needs. The scholarship will be awarded to students admitted into the HCTC licensed practical or registered nursing programs. Folks gathered Friday for the second day of the Big Sandy Senior Games at the Jenny Wiley State Resort Park. The seniors were able to play games like horseshoe, football toss, and more. The festivities were held off from the original date due to bad weather, but Friday was a beautiful day for some outside fun.
Well, the seniors get to come out and they kind of get to show off. You know, maybe back in their day they were a football star or a basketball star, and they bring their little wife, and it's precious.
The award ceremony for the Senior Games is scheduled for June 4th. Police in Harlan County arrested a man after he reportedly failed to appear in court on robbery and unlawful imprisonment charges. Matthew Hinkle was arrested Thursday. Police say those charges stem from a previous investigation that was launched by the Harlan Police Department. Hinkle was taken to the Harlan County Detention Center. Deputies in Laurel County need your help finding 2 armed robbery suspects. They're on your screen right now. It happened early Friday morning at Lake Shell at exit 29 off I-75. They got away with an unknown amount of money. If you have any information, you're asked to call the Laurel County Sheriff's Office at 606-864-6600. A woman was sentenced to life in prison in connection with the death of a 3-year-old. Alexandra Ward was sentenced on a charge of complicity to murder in connection with Amora Smallwood's death. She also received a 5-year sentence for complicity to strangulation. Ward's boyfriend, Jordan Taylor, was sentenced last year after he admitted to killing Smallwood. Transportation cabinet officials say a lane will be closed on Interstate 75 in Whitley County starting tomorrow. It'll be on the right shoulder heading north at mile 20.5. The work will last from 7:30 until 5:30 for debris cleanup operations. Folks in the area need to be aware of signs and road crews working. Folks came together in Louisville for a special occasion. Team members with the Kentucky Colonels celebrated the 50th anniversary Thursday of winning their only American Basketball Association title at the Frazier History Museum. The Colonels beat the Indiana Pacers in the 1975 ABA Finals 4-1. Former team trainer and travel secretary Lloyd Gardner shared stories of the Colonels, including legendary coach Hubie Brown.
Every player that played on that team will tell you we won it because Hubie Brown came here to coach. And I've been fortunate to stay friends with him. I feel like I had a very successful coaching career because I sat beside Hubie Brown, went to every practice for 2 years.
Some of the members on the team included former Wildcats Dan Issel and Louis Dampier. The Colonels folded after the NBA and the ABA merged in 1976. The National College Attainment Network says Tennessee leads the nation in completed FAFSA applications. It released numbers from this school year. Tennessee came in first with a 75% completion rate among applicants. That's the highest number the state's ever seen, and it surpasses the previous record set in 2020. State educators called the achievement a big step forward in increasing access to higher education.
This morning, we're seeing a little bit of rain out there, especially if you're traveling around Laurel counties. Just seeing some scattered showers, a little bit more chances of rain as you're traveling just to the southern portions of Dickinson and Buchanan County, Virginia. We'll start to see that tapering off through the next couple of hours. And then we're looking nice and partly cloudy for most of the day until the rain chances pick back up again tonight. Current temperatures sitting in the 50s, and this afternoon we'll see those temperatures warming up into the 70s, although our Virginia and West Virginia counties aren't as lucky as they only get up to the upper 60s. Here's what you need to know as you're heading off to the bus stop this morning. Temperatures in the mid 50s with mostly cloudy skies on the way back home from school. Temperatures will be in the low 70s with partly cloudy skies. Amelia.